Hey everyone, we're going into our first match in our Flashback Magic 2011 draft. So we got all black mana, but I think it's probably an okay thing. I guess we're on. I guess if our opponent really curves out quickly, it's a problem, but these formats don't tend to be incredibly fast or anything, so I think I'm okay with it. If we draw blue, then we obviously feel better, but yeah, there's that Bird of Paradise, so maybe our opponent will be fast. That's not ideal. Yeah, he probably built mono green, just like a mono green stompy kind of deck. You can play a guard now at least. Oh, maybe not mono green. So we're just gonna take that. Then we're gonna play Gargoyle Sentinel. And I think I'm probably willing to just like trade with the Garrick's Companion with my Sentinel and then get it back with Gravedigger. That's the kind of thing that this deck wants to be doing, I think. All right. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get in there with this Maritime Guide. Kapow. And then we'll play Gravedigger. We'll get our Gargoyle back. Card advantage and end our turn. We do have a couple removal spells. And this can actually dome people, which is kind of crazy. Okay, well, it's a little scary, I'd say. Do we leave cancel up or just play our Gargoyle? I think we just play our Gargoyle. We can kill this thing with either Assassinate or Corrupt next turn, so yeah, we'll just pass. Guess we could have assassinated the birds. Now, if I use Assassinate, I will have mana to use Cancel, so that at least there's that. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I don't think he read that right. I was like, wait, you're just doing one to each of them if that's what you're doing. Yeah, he screwed up there. Okay. We will take 6 to the face. Ooh, now we can get all sorts of value out of leaving mana up, I guess. But we're just going to go ahead and assassinate this guy. And we're going to get in for 3. We're going to hold up cancel here. Awakener Druid. Yeah, I think we just cancel that. Rather not deal with that. Alright, dude with reach. Who is like bigger than everything I have, sadly. So I just corrupt it and swing here. I don't think so. I think we just sort of let this game enter into parity. Like right now we can just block the spider with our Gargoyle and, that's fine. In the meantime, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. We're going to corrupt. So those things all seem pretty good. Yeah, it'd be crazy if Fireball killed all of my guys for that amount of mana. That's what he's thinking it would do. That would be nuts. All right, so we're going to restock our hand here, which will give us a pretty big edge right now, even though many of the cards we drew are, in fact, mediocre. Ooh, there we go. So we're going to play our Conundrum Sphinx. And I think we're also going to play Blood Throne, because Blood Throne can just be a real problem combat math-wise and in our turn. So our Sphinx, every time it attacks, one of us names a card, and if we get to name the card right, we get to draw it. But so the cool thing is, naming lands is probably the best thing to do. Yeah, that was pretty good. Got to kill our guy there. with that acidic slime. Okay. All right. So stabbing pain. I mean, I can kill Llanowar elves, but big deal. So I think I'm just gonna name like 4/3 blue. So probably island is what we should name when we swing. So our opponent could also draw a card. It's worth noting, but I'm not super concerned. I guess I could kill the birds just to get it out of the way of my Conundrum Sphinx, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll name island once our opponent lets us attack. All right. So we'll attack. And then I think we play Nether Horror. It's actually pretty good on this board because it can't be killed by his little guys. So we're just going to go island. And our opponent will also choose something. All right. I succeeded and drew a card. So we get in for 4. He may block. He has a couple ways he can block here, but he decided not to. So I think we play Nether Horror. And we may as well also play Child of Night. And, yeah, we'll end our turn. I should probably kill this birds at some point. I think I will here. Well, I gotta hold on to the Stabbing Pain to be used just to get a blocker, like a more problematic blocker out of the way, I guess. So that's worth keeping in mind. So now I'm going to name Swamp, I think. I'm going to attack with both the Conundrum Sphinx and my 4/2. Eventually we can maybe just kill him with Corrupt. So Swamp. Our opponent probably names Mountain, I guess. All right, we succeeded again, which is a pretty big success now because it's now Corrupt does 5 damage once we cast it. So if our opponent just takes 8 here, which I doubt he does, he's just dead. But I don't think he's going to take it. So yeah, he's just going to trade one of his guys. Oh, you know, I probably could use Stabbing Pain there to save my guy. I mean, I definitely could have. Maybe I should have is what I'm saying. Probably should have. Wouldn't have hurt anyway. All right, we'll end our turn. Yeah, so we got there on that one. So Deathmark's coming in. It kills a lot of the creatures in his deck. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot we want. I mean, neither of our eyes are good, particularly good. Nether Horror seemed pretty good, but I think it was maybe just the board state that made him good. Gargoyle Sentinel's a little worse when your opponent has acidic slime, but it's still pretty good. I mean, I guess we could take out like Unsummon or Stabbing Pain, which are just like really bad death marks in a way. But I kind of feel like taking out a creature more and just upping our creature removal. Rotting Legion, like against his deck, isn't actually all that huge, but it's pretty good. Wall of Frost seems great. Like it can block even his big like 6/4 that he played and just laugh at it. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take out Stabbing Pain. I think all the creatures I have, for the most part, are good against him, so we should keep them. So let's go to game 2. Okay, similar hand to last time. This time we do have some good removal, but we once again don't have blue. I think I'm probably going to mulligan this one. Last time we at least had a turn 3 play. This time we don't have that, so... Ooh, also bad. Okay, well, we basically have to keep this. I'm going to put that on top because we can cast it. If we hit an island, we can basically get our way. We can get out of this problem thanks to our Augury Owl. So hopefully we can hit an island. Not an island, but it will help me. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Well, I think I swing just to sort of offset the amount of damage that thing's going to do. You have to kill this for this to stop being a creature. But at least we get to gain some life before it smashes us for 4. And that's if he decides to not play like a 4-drop this turn. Well, and I guess he actually smashes for 5 if he wants to. Yeah, okay, good. Blue mana. I don't know if it's right to play Augury Owl anymore. It might just be better to play Azure Drake. So we're gonna attack, get back up to 20. Wow. Does he realize his land's gonna stop being? No, he's got a trick. Okay. All right. Works for me. We will play. Maybe we should just play the dude who's gonna hit harder. Yeah, I think I do. Our Rotting Legion, you know, it does come into play tap, but after that, we'll be able to block this forest at least. Does this only turn forests? It does. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I think we play Augury Owl here and try to hit some more lands and who knows what else. Also, flying is good. Okay. Unsummon's actually really good. Because we can bounce this land, and then the Awakener Druid's just a 1/1. Assassinate's also pretty good. I kind of like all of these things. I think I'd like to draw the Swamp first, though. Yeah, I'll put Assassinate, Unsummon, and then Swamp. That way we can play our Rotting Legion next turn. I'll just end my turn there. Bird of Frickin' Paradise. So we'll play our big guy now. Oh, I should have attacked. Whoopsies. Could have gotten in for 1 with my owl. Another blue would be good for a Wall of Frost as well. I mean, right now, all this does is like stabilize the board for me. It doesn't do much else. Ooh. That's not cool. Okay. Well, we're going to get in for 1 before it gets killed. Should have been for 2 before it gets killed, but what are you going to do? I think we just play another flyer. Our Azure Drake. Because right now our creatures sort of have the board locked down. And we can just, you know, attack with our Azure Drake while these two guys just sort of chill here. And we can unsummon this forest at some point, which is pretty sweet. I just haven't really felt like I've had the time to do it just yet. Okay. Well, that'll be good for him if we ever get our, if we ever put our guy in play, the one that won us the game last time, the Sphinx. All right, well, we're going to attack with both our flyers. Yeah, okay. So do I want to assassinate that thing? It's honestly not the worst idea ever. The sorcerer is what I'm talking about. But I think we're okay. I mean, it can ping us every turn, but our creatures, for the most part, are too big to care. So I think at the end of our opponent's turn, we probably unsummon the forest. So our opponent gets to scry now. Okay. Well, that's not cool. We're going to go ahead and use this mana before he blows it up to just assassinate the land. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I could do it to something else, but I think that I could have assassinated that land since it was tapped, but I don't think it was worth it. So we'll swing for 2 here. Acidic Slime is ruining my life, man. Both games we would have had double blue for a Wall of Frost there, which would have been huge, I think. I probably should have attacked with that. I've been making some... To find time to... Ooh, really? To find time to do these drafts, I often have to do them late at night, and I'm not as sharp as I normally am, as you've no doubt gathered. Okay, this turn I probably will attack with my Nether Horror. Now I guess he can block it with this and then just ping it, though. Yeah, that's not the best. It's probably better to just trade with one of those than to allow that to happen. So at least he played both his acidic slimes this time before we play our Gargoyle Sentinel. Who can also fly over, by the way. So this is 5 damage now, potentially. Drops us to 16. I have a feeling some big scary creature is going to come out sooner rather than later, and it's going to be a problem, I think. Gonna be a problem. I probably just block an acidic slime with my Nether Horror if he attacks. Yeah, with this 1/1, this 1/1, and this 1/1, I definitely shouldn't have taken out the card that I took out. I'm just going to take 2, actually. I should have left in the card that gives -1/-1 to a dude, because there's too many. He also has, probably has Llanowar Elves. I think we've only seen the birds, but he probably has a Llanowar Elves. Okay, Spined Worm. Of course, now there's Jace. So we can get in for 5 here. He can attack back, but we can trade with this worm and then assassinate something else. So I think we just try to get in for 5 here. Leave our other 2 guys back. Actually, we can just block that with Nether Horror, which is way better. So yeah, we'll get in for 5. He can block with his birds eventually, should he choose to. So that's worth keeping in mind. These double blue cards are killing me right now. Yeah, that scrying is pretty nasty right now for us. Since we've had one of our colors cut off, and we're like desperately trying to draw a way to draw some islands, but find a way to draw some islands. So what you got? I think I definitely just throw this Nether Horror in front of the Spine Worm. If he has a trick, so be it. Ooh, something scary. Maybe. Anyway. Okay. I'm thinking I just take that. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. Oh, not going to take that, though. I will try to trade for that guy with my Nether Horror. Yeah, he changed his mind. Okay, so we're just going to go to 10 here. Wouldn't mind drawing like a black creature we can actually play either. That would be pretty helpful. Yes, it would. All right, well, that hurts. Fireballing one of our flyers is not good news for us. Okay, more swamps, huh? Well, I think we swing with our flyer. And drop him to 4. And just hope we go Swamp Corrupt on the next 2 turns. Double Acidic Slime is pretty gross. I think we might have seen both of them. But I can't recall. So scrying. Our opponent has a bunch of damage. This Wall of Frost would have been so good. Although, I mean, it can't block the slimes, but it could have effectively blocked Spined Worm. Sheev's Embrace. No! Okay, he can't quite kill me with it, but then I now have to block these two guys, so he can basically kill me with it. Oh, he can kill me. Awakener, Druid, and Prodigy. Yeah, so we'll just scoop. All right, we definitely want to put back in the card I took out. Yeah, Stabbing Pain. Where were you, Deathmark? Maybe we just lose something like Child of Night. I mean, while it is a 2-drop, it seems like it comes quickly outmatched against him. Yeah, just stick with the Stabbing Pain because he has lots of good creatures with 1 toughness, so we do want to kill those. All right. Okay, let's try not to mulligan to 5. Wow, this has been interesting. So we're gonna have to mulligan this again. We can't get a mix of lands. Hey, there's a mix of lands, a decent one too. I guess another island wouldn't hurt, but this is solid. I think I'd rather draw more gas, even though it means we can cast Cancel. He also has Acidic Slime. Yeah, whatever. We'll draw it, I guess. We will draw it. I guess playing my Swamp there would have been way better because I could have Stabbing Pained like a bird's. So that was a mistake. Well, it looks like our opponent's having a slow start, which is good. Oh, wait. More lands. These creatures with lifelink can quickly like turn a game in your favor because of the fact that they cultivate. So he's trying to ramp here because the amount of swing that he's going to give me is going to be pretty nice. Should I have canceled cultivate? I don't think so. I'd rather. Well, that's nice. I'd rather cancel something scarier, like the thing he's going to try to play this turn, especially because we don't have a play anyway. All right. So we're up to 24, which is nice. Wow. Well, we can kill that with Stabbing Pain, so I think that's probably what we do. So that we don't have to, so Stabbing Pain. The card we shouldn't have sided out. So the question now is, do I tap out? I think the answer is yes. I mean, if he didn't like ramp into something huge, it didn't seem like. So I think we just play our big 4/5 here and just start trying to rumble. I mean, even if he plays something like Spined Worm, at least this can trade for it, and then we can play a flyer. Acidic Slime. Okay. Well, that's obnoxious, but at least this is good against it. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to attack. And we're going to play Azure Drake. And end our turn. So, 16 points of life swing for 2 mana. Seems pretty good, right? Aw, man. Man. Well, now we're sort of in, well, not sort of, we're at parity. There's not really anything I could do. I could swing with this and kill. That would block, but that's not really worth it. I think we just hold on to our cancel, pass our turn. Hope we draw some swamps for corrupt. There's plenty of scary things you could play that we're going to be happy to cancel. So and it looks like, yeah, that's going to be an example. Let's go ahead and cancel that worm. Okay, another swamp. That means we can now corrupt something like this Acidic Slime. I guess we could also use it to get the spider out of the way. Like, he blocks, we kill it, takes us up to 30. But it's something we can do later. I mean, I guess that would mean we get in for some damage now. I would attack with both of these. I mean, I don't think it hurts to attack with my Azure Drake, at least. So I think we do. He chooses to block. I mean, I guess if he has giant growth, we're going to regret that. Does he have it? Oh, he's got it. No. Oh. Nope, that's still bad news. That is bad news. Yeah, I screwed up there. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that except lose our Azure Drake. Right? Well, it's just a 1-for-1. It could have been like a complete blowout. It could have been a little worse, I guess. Oh, God. Seriously, man? Seriously? You and your acidic slimes. They're destroying my life. All right, so we're going to cast Corrupt. It's just not going to be very good later. Oh, it's not a short. Oh, it's an instant. I mean, it's not an instant. Of course it's not. I knew that. Okay. Interesting-ish. Not that interesting. It doesn't do a whole lot for us right now. Would have been great against that trick we just had to deal with, but... All right, we'll play our Maritime Guard. Did I tap too much mana? I did. Which gives us another dude at least. We do know he has lots of tricks and auras, so Unsummon will be good eventually. Well, you'll be decent right away. In the turn. Opponent has a scary number of lands. Ooh, hello, value. I can get back the creature that I foolishly sent to its death. Yeah. So I think that's what we do. We play our Gravedigger. I probably swing with my Nether Horror too, but we'll get back our Azure Drake. Yeah, I'm going to swing with my Nether Horror. I don't mind trading for any of that stuff. All right, end our turn. Okay, well, now we can corrupt something, but I think I play Azure Drake first. I think what we want to do is get rid of this stupid spider. So we're going to replay this Drake. Although if I unsummon Acidic Slime... Oh, yeah, if I use Corrupt on Acidic Slime, it actually opens up a lot of better attacks for me. I mean, at least I can attack with my Rotting Legion, I guess is what I'm telling you. So we're just going to hold on for a turn. Then maybe we corrupt. Yeah, our opponent is flooding out pretty hard. Okay. Yeah, I think we get rid of the Acidic Slime. I guess this can still be double blocked. It's still not great. It's still not great. I guess I can unsummon one of them, though, and then just kill the other one. That doesn't feel too bad. Okay. So we're going to go for Corrupt here. Although we could still use it to finish off that giant spider, but let's use it on the slime. See, if he uses a pump spell here, then at least we got it out of his hand. And we're going to gain 2 life. Yeah, he's got a pump spell. And you don't want to be... The bad news is you don't want to be unsummoning an Acidic Slime. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't accomplish anything. All right. So we end our turn. We are at 30. It's going to take a while to kill us. Juggernaut. That's not great news. Ooh. That's decent news though. All right, we end our turn. Where's Jace when you need him? He'd help us out here. We're just going to take this. I mean, we're at 30. I think we can afford to. Okay, another swamp. Should I have held on to Corrupt? Maybe. This stupid 4 toughness guy is ruining my life. That's our main problem right now. It's the fact that that guy has 4 toughness. Like everything else is fine for us, you know. Okay, I think we just take 5 again. Oh god, there's another one. Okay. Jace. Well, assassinate at least deals with this problem. Yeah, we'll end our turn. We need Jace. We just need to draw a bunch of extra cards. Jace's Ingenuity would work too. Like that would just, I think, push us over the top where we need to be. Even Gravedigger would be pretty good right now, given this board state. Oh, you're really good. Although you can be double blocked, at least I have my Unsummon to get one of those dudes out of the way. Okay, Sphinx. See if you can do this thing. We'll name Swamp. I think that's probably the right thing to name. I think it's still the right thing to name. Okay, so I'm going to swing with the Azure Drake 2. Soon we can also attack with our Blood Throne and not feel a little scared. Alright, so Swamp. See if we go 3 for 3 on draws from this thing. He's got almost all of his lands, so he actually has a pretty low chance of drawing what he wants. So that's interesting. Gravedigger, I paused there and I shouldn't have. I revealed Gravedigger and he revealed Awakener Druid, but neither of us was right, so neither of us drew anything. I thought I was recording. I was in fact not recording. Okay, so we're going to unsummon one of them. Oh, God. Of course. All right, that hurts. That does hurt. We're going to hold on to this card to bluff. We do have a Gravedigger who's going to get it back, but I'm surprised he's not. He's probably going to play as Awakener Druid as well, I suppose. Nope. Playing the spider again. Well, the other card in his hand's Awakener Druid. Oh, does it go to the bottom? It does go to the bottom, so we're not getting our Gravedigger. How about that? Ugh. Okay. Maybe we're just going to win on a mill. Our opponent has drawn more cards than we have, so maybe we don't want Jace. Ooh, that's probably bad. That is probably bad. He wanted them both on top. Yeah, his deck has to have pretty high density of threats. Okay, now we are going to play Jace. And we can actually mill our opponent out if we get to ultimate. So that's kind of what our goal is right now. So, do we let us both draw cards? It gets our opponent closer to getting milled. I think we do. Let's do it. Let's try to just ultimate with Jace. Here's another flyer while we're at it. And we'll end our turn. So we have the means to protect Jace. So I think we can theoretically finish our opponent off, especially because we're going to be making him draw extra cards, which, yeah, is kind of a problem, but at least we're both drawing the cards. And I haven't seen, like, his deck, most of when it's beaten us, I mean, I guess Juggernaut's a pretty big threat, but we dealt with it. We still have a Quag Sickness somewhere in our deck. So he could play, he has some big, oh, Shiv's Embrace. Right, that exists. Okay. Does he attack? All right, well, I'm going to block it. Oh, was he even attacking? I don't think he was attacking Jace. That may have been a mistake. All right. Each player draws a card. Hello, other Azure Drake. Okay. We'll end our turn. Man, too bad we played that corrupt. It just wasn't looking like we'd get to do a whole lot with it. So this can kill us rather quickly with the fire breathing part. But we have 2 flying blockers, and that's all we really need to not get owned. Our opponent also can't be overly reckless because we have a Blood-Throne Vampire, so we'll see what he does here. I think we still have an unsummoned somewhere in our library, don't we? Yeah, we've only played 1, so that's good news too for that the giant spider. So he's attacking me. I think we still block it. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay, so each player draws a card. Jace's Ingenuity. Okay. I think we cast that, even though we're low on our library, because it can get us what we need to get out of our situation. Okay. Another flying blocker. Ooh, Death Mark's also really good. So we're going to put that on the bottom. We're going to draw both of these next turn, so I think we just put them on top and on top. And then we play Wall of Frost. Maybe. There it goes. Okay. And I think we're probably going to be able to ultimate. We may not even need to, actually. Our opponent has 4 cards left in his library, but yeah. We have 6 left in ours, so we have 2 removal spells coming that can help deal with our the problems we have in front of us. Pretty sweet if we get to win with Jace's ultimate. Yeah, the stalled out board state was a great time to draw him because he can just win you the game in limited. Milling 20 cards is basically your opponent's entire library in limited, so usually you don't want to be letting both players draw cards, but given the state of the board and that I knew I had removal and stuff to draw into, I thought it was an okay plan. There's a chance, now that I'm tapped out, that he can kill my Augury Owl and then just smash into Jace here. But I think we may have already done the damage to make him get milled out before we lose. Because we have Quag Sickness and we have Unsummon. Unsummon will just make this no longer a threat. So, Wall of Frost can block this or this. And the rest of his creatures don't really concern me. So, yeah. Alright, does our opponent have a big fireball or something? He already played it, right? Ooh, no he didn't. Uh-oh, that is what he has. That's bad. He's played it in the other games. He hasn't played it yet in this one. Yeah, big fireball probably just kills us. Our opponent probably has the mana. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. Very, very bad. That's all you're going after, huh? I mean, I guess that's all you really need to go after. So we'll sacrifice this to get Blood-Throne Vampire all swole. And this as well. So now does he just kill Jace? No. Really? I mean, you could do a lot to me, but I feel like killing Jace is important. I guess he can kill me first, though. Especially if I didn't put Unsummon on top like a moron, which is entirely possible. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if Jace is alive. Never mind. Since Jace is alive, it doesn't matter. Because we're going to draw 2 cards. Oh, we also have Deathmark, incidentally. So I think we just... Each player draws a card. Okay, and then we just Deathmark this guy and say, see you later. I think he might have had lethal there. If he tapped like all of his mana, I feel like, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to kill our wall, but it seems like he would have been able to kill most things. But yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure what the better line was either. Fireball has some complicated math that I'm not up to doing right now. So, yeah, we'll just end our turn. We have Unsummon for any unforeseen scary thing our opponent does, but otherwise we just mill him out with Jace's ultimate. I mean, if he fireballed us and then the 2 creatures and then attacked, I wonder how much damage that would have done. One of my flyers couldn't even turn into a flyer either, so we didn't need to even be worried about it. So I think that might have killed me, but you guys tell me in the comments. So we won the first match. Jace was pretty sweet. I'll see you guys in the next match, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.